Welcome back to Sailing Invictus. This is not as easy as it looks. Tensions rise this week when Jeff and I find ourselves at odds between accomplishing daily tasks on the boat, starting this YouTube channel, and communication.
And Jeff's a big sourpuss. Fine. Let people be out there and go, oh man, I guess it's not so easy to have a YouTube channel. There's all sorts of drama and pain in the ass stuff that goes along with it. You be positive, you take the high road, I'll take the low road. I'd rather just be me and say what I have to say and not worry about my head angle or if I'm leaning on something.
Well, no, I'm taller than you, so just like...
You're taller than me, that's the life we live.
Yeah, but stand up. I can't be the one...
I'll stand on my tiptoes.
No, okay, oh my god, so dramatic. I can't be the one standing there and then you're like, you're slouching. You piss me off so bad.
I know, I'm sure.
Like trying. Please.
I am trying, that's the problem.
Welcome back to another episode of Sailing Invictus. Lindsay, Captain Jeff. We haven't been at the boat for a couple of days and we're just going to be walking through a typical day of what it looks like to have a boat or to have our boat. There's always something going on, and today Jeff is going to be playing catch up on... What are you doing?
I'm going to work on cleaning the water strainers that feed our air conditioning unit, generator, and the motors. And what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be following you around with the camera, but I also have some other stuff going on too. I'm not just following Jeff around because I am the camera lady, but I have to organize, clean, go through all of our stuff. We've got to get rid of things, and every single time that we pick a project to do, when you're on a boat, the difference between working on a project in your house versus on a boat, it seems like you start a project, but you have to do 2 to 5 things before you can start that project, because I don't know why. It's just never that easy. So I don't know why that happens, but it just kind of happens that way. Not to mention that in typical project areas, when you're doing stuff, you're in tight spaces or like in awkward positions. So yeah, so hopefully we can capture some of that and show you what it's like not to be annoyed. So annoying.
You're so annoying. People are going to see it's in tight spaces.
Yeah, but you think everything's obvious and you assume everyone knows the things, and especially me, and that not everybody assumes. Some people might, but not everybody does. Everyone's different.
I don't care about everybody.
You don't have to, but you care about me, and that's the thing. It's like you try to explain these things, and you do so in different ways. Some people see it, some people hear it, some people like both at the same time. I don't know. Some people like to see the expression on your face, because if they don't have it, then they're like, why
don't we post this and people can, post the shit they want to post. Say, yeah, she's right, you're an asshole. Fine. Or, hey, he's kind of right. Listen, we don't need so much talking. Let's just see what you guys are up to.
No.
We'll make it into a contest.
There's no contest, because I win.
Okay.
We just got to the boat last night. We haven't been here in a little while, almost 2 weeks, which is a while for us. We've been super busy with work at our house, but it's time for us to get back to the boat, check on things, all the systems. There's a lot of systems going on here on this boat that constantly need addressing. If you don't pay attention to all of these things on a boat, they just go bad real quick. But we're here. Jeff's already down in the engine room. It's already getting super hot. We're gonna see what he's doing today. I've got some other projects getting started. And it's just one of those things that you think that you're going to get started on a project, but in order to start that project, you've got stuff in the way. So nothing is ever as easy or straightforward as it seems. So here we go. Let me see those shorts.
My work shorts.
That looks good. So this is a day in the life of what we do pretty much when we're on the boat. We haven't been here in a couple of weeks, and there's a a lot to do, even if we were here every single day, but it's been almost 2 weeks since we've been on the boat. So Jeff woke up, we had both had some coffee. He's launching straight into work mode. So I couldn't get him to the gym this morning. Maybe later this afternoon we'll be able to go, but we haven't eaten. So right now it's breakfast. Just got some eggs cracked, and we're gonna sit down and have some breakfast. And I'll be walking you through a typical day of what we do here on the boat. Many boat owners, most of you probably know already. A lot of you don't. When you want to do anything on the boat, it's just 5 to 10 times more difficult than what you would be doing if you were doing this in a house on land. Nothing's ever as easy as you think. Everything's in like weird, awkward spaces. It's hot, so a lot of the work, if it's outside or in the engine, you're outside in the sun. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, here we go. Hey Jeff, do you know what happened to the eggs I bought?
Yeah, they're on top of the microwave.
That's exactly where I would put them. Now that we're all fueled up, it's time to clean the water filters. Our water filters on the boat get used pretty heavily because when we're not on the boat, which we haven't been a lot lately, we run our AC units up full time to keep the humidity down and things cooled off because we've got a lot of wine and a lot of products. So we do this about 2 times a month. This time we are way overdue, and 3 of the 4 AC units were not even working because of how clogged everything was. So we needed to really get in there and make sure that everything was okay.
You don't need to over tighten them. I'll turn on some water in there.
So what are you doing right now?
So I just opened the seacock to allow the seawater to flow in, make sure it's flowing in nice. And then I got it right up near the top.
So you got it near the top, of, you turned it on, and then did you turn it off?
Yes. I mean, it's not completely off, that's why.
And then you put the top on, and then you turn it back on?
Yep. So again, these are pretty much just hand tight. No reason to crank the shit out of them.
Or is there? That tool seems like it gets it pretty snug.
Yeah, there you go. Now I'll turn that back on. And when we turn it on, we just kind of want to look and see if we see any water coming out. Uh-oh, that's not good.
What's that?
That's not right, that's the gasket. So I don't know what happened there, but I'm gonna shut it back off. Put some water
What do you mean that's the gasket? What's the...
See that rubber gasket on
Where?
right here?
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
So I would have called that an O-ring. Are they referred to the same thing?
Yeah. And the O-rings have to probably be more proper. Was this ring right here?
Right here. Yeah. How did it slip out like that far?
I don't know. It must have caught like on the thread or something.
Oh, look, there's a crack in it. I can see it from here. It's under the H. It goes kind of about diagonal. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's not good. Hold on, so which filter is this for?
This is for the
AC? Alright, so there's a crack right here.
We might have another one of those actually.
So there's a crack right here running kind of diagonal. And hopefully we've got a spare one of these. Otherwise, my parents are coming here in a couple weeks. We can order one, have it sent to the States, and have them bring it here to Costa Rica. Wow, that's crazy.
Said if you were going to go look for another one of these, I think we have a whole water strainer unit somewhere on this boat. I think it's on the starboard side underneath the stern bunk. That would be my guess. I don't know for sure.
Alright, well, I'll go look under there.
That means you got to pull all those cushions out, put them somewhere.
So what are you doing?
I am going to order a replacement.
Okay, so I just came downstairs to look for an extra top for the strainer where Jeff thinks that they're stored, and I think so too. We have got a lot of these extra parts for the boat. And just like we mentioned earlier, boat projects are just like this. You think you're just gonna go downstairs and grab the extra piece because you know where it is, but there's only so much room on boats. We're pretty fortunate here. We've got more room than most, but this is always the case. Look at this. You would come down here. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to move the mattress. But before I move the mattress, we've got all this stuff stored in here. That's a blow-up kayak. We've got cushions for upstairs. So before I even attempt to move the mattress, I have to move all of this stuff. So it just adds another level of intensity and effort to do just to look for like one little lid, just to look for it. So hopefully we actually have them, because if we don't have them, then I will have wasted the amount of time it takes to move every single thing that is on the bed and the mattress and opening the lids and going through all of the containers just to find out that we may not even have any. So hopefully, cross your fingers, hopefully we've got some spare parts down there. Alright, so before I start now, it's starting to rain upstairs and he had the window open. Look at this. Alright, now that I got the window shut, I can finally go back over here and start moving all of the stuff that's on this bed so I can just look for the top. So here, wish me luck, hopefully it's there. So this is really neat. The owner of the boat before us had labeled all of these. So this is 52, 53, 54, 55. So all of these.
That's S2, starboard 2, starboard 3, starboard 4, starboard 5.
See, this is how much this is how much I'm not really down here that much, but that's gonna change because I need to know where everything is because I'm the organizer. Gaskets, this is good. We're getting close. Strainer. That's a strainer. Alright, so here's this whole box. We've got strainers. We've got an extra whatever that is.
We have everything except what we need.
Oh my gosh. We've got extra O-rings. This is some sort of strainer for something.
These are all strainers, but there's no cap.
You know what I could do, like another project would be to come through here and then make a list of actually what's in here after it, you know? Alright, so we definitely need some backups. I'd say a few. Ooh, you know what else I could do? 'Cause we Alright, so we do not have a spare top, so my parents are coming in about 9 or 10 days and we'll order a new one. Actually, since we've got 6 of those water strainers on the boat, we should probably order, what, like 4 or 5?
What's that?
Of those lids. I mean, they're probably pretty cheap, right? Like $4 or $5, hopefully. Hopefully they're one of those inexpensive boat things.
Come on. Let's see what else. Don't trip on the fan.
I hardly noticed it.
I was thinking if we kind of go cruising, we should change maybe one of our bunk rooms into kind of a storeroom.
A storage room?
Yeah, the bunk in there, but just, you know, we could surfboards and the amount of boards we have, and we're gonna need one of these and cushions. We can put all that in just one of these rooms.
So what are you doing in here?
So now I'm gonna check the filters on this side. That one looks dirty.
Maybe a little too much light.
That one looks pretty clean.
Well, what do you say we take a break and go to the gym?
I'm working out right here, drinking my $5 water. That all sounds great in theory. It's a little wet and rainy outside. I don't really want to venture out there at the moment.
Yeah, but
later, I'm all about it later.
The gym is inside though.
Yeah, but you have to walk outside to get inside the gym. Not gonna work. I finally heard from a who said now instead of it being an 8-day wait, it's a 30-day wait. What do you have to say here? This is so annoying. Jeff, I'll prepare and inform about the case during the weekend and we'll send to you so you can understand exactly what is going on in time frames, etc. The file is being reviewed by the tribunal. According to the law, they have 30 days after appeal was filed to make a vote. After that, they will issue the resolution. Meanwhile, does he do anything proactive or maybe contact and say, hey, it seems to me, you know, what's your resolution? I mean,
because nothing will happen in 30 days.
well, I mean, I would think a proficient lawyer would say to the agent and say, hey, well, one thing we'd like to discuss is you told my client this much was being paid for the taxes, yet a third of that is what was
Actually paid.
So where did that money go? Otherwise, it's like, hey, you need to return that money. That's a, you know. So I think that's probably where we're ended up heading. Unfortunately, it's not going to help anything with the boat.
Right. Well, there you have it. There's one of the reasons why we started this YouTube is we are not able to actually work the boat. But there's more to this matter than I can actually disclose in this episode, so you'll have to check back later to see where we finally end up. But it is wine time.
I get blamed for everything.
It's true.
And then voila, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cork off in case we need to use it again later. Doubt it.
Ooh, that
What I
looks
do
good.
is I lift it so I aerate it as I pour. Something I came up with myself.
Thank you.
Voila.
That was a perfect pour.
Cheers.
Thanks for watching another episode of Sailing Invictus. You'll have to check back next week where we wrap up this episode along with sharing some more information about what we are actually going to be doing with our boat. Until then, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. See you next week.